Nine will go about there. Oh, come stuck in there. Oh, look at that. Okay. One down, one to go. Got him! Yes! On the edge of defeat, just yanked victory right out of there. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I'm yeah, that's gonna that guy's gonna kill me. Everybody else see that floating body there? Something's definitely wrong. I hope she's not planning to do anything weird since they lost. I should make I should go make sure she's okay. Oh, Glockenspiel. It's just
I just got 4 balls.
That's all I need, actually.
How do you walk?
God damn it.
Sing it. I did that as a wild shot, not expecting it to go anywhere. That was not supposed to happen. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is in your local time frame of the world. I do hope everybody has had a wonderful week. If you didn't, I'm sorry. It will get better. Okay? Don't ask me how, because that that sums up the Institutes of Murphy's Law that make sure it won't get better. So I'm just saying it will get better. So today we're going to do some Final Fantasy XIV. As soon as it finishes updating, which I should have realized last night and had to do all this last night, but I didn't because I was tired when I got home from work last night. So thought enough about stream today to make sure I had proper alarms to get up and start stream, but I didn't think about getting the program up and running to start stream. So we got a couple minutes left of it downloading and updating. In the meantime, I thought we'd just chat and say hi and see what's going on. Let me actually get that set and ready. It's just some of the things that have been going on in 14. They've got the 6.1 patch released. Actually, I think it released yesterday. So it's got a bunch of new content for after the main story quest. I actually don't have the main story quest done yet, so we won't be getting into that today. Plans for this weekend include some Levitated. The Levitated mod pack for Minecraft. Doing that over on Twitch on Saturday, tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central. And Sunday, doing some World of Final Fantasy. I think we're getting towards the end of that. In my Discord, I do have a channel in my Discord with a link to all the games that I have. So once World of Final Fantasy is done, we might see some more, I'll take suggestions for other games to play. And then this weekend, so then Tuesday, so next Tuesday, Do some more Subnautica Below Zero hardcore. So one wrong move, one forgotten breath, and it's all over. There will be no streams next weekend, the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. I will be in Kansas City for Planet Comic-Con all weekend. So if you happen to be in the area and want to stop by and say hi, feel free. I am volunteering, so I'll be at one info booth or another, or just running around in a volunteer shirt for part of the time. The other part of the time I'll be wandering around in just a regular shirt. Black t-shirt says I have a BS degree in white lettering on it. So I'm excited to see the Liberty Bell 7 capsule. It's one of the capsules that they used in the Mercury program. When it splashed down into the ocean, the hatch door actually opened early, so water got into it. They got the astronaut out, but the capsule ended up sinking to the bottom of the ocean. They were able to extract it, and this is the first time, I believe, at any Comic-Con that a actual used space capsule will be on display. So that is that's a huge thing right there. Plus, we're going to have Adam Savage with it at the convention. So having him and a space capsule in the same place at a pop culture Comic-Con convention thing is just expect a lot of tweets, a lot of social media posts, a lot of things about that afterwards. So now that the updating is all done, both me updating you and game updating itself, let me get into it. I kind of like this. Letting the program load and make sure I've actually got something to show before I change scenes. So what are okay? Since we're just talking about Planet Comic-Con, let me know down in the comments below. After you hit subscribe and like, you don't have to do that, but it'd be nice if you did it first. If you were to go to a Comic-Con, or if you've been to a Comic-Con, what's one of your favorite people either to get a chance to see or that you've seen? It could be celebrity, could be comic book artist, could be author. What's one of your favorite people to have seen at a Comic-Con? I've seen Will Wheaton a couple of times. He was a fun one to see. Why is that not showing? Let's see, why is that not showing? But yeah, I've seen Will Wheaton a couple times. Actually, one of my favorite autographs that I got. See, why is that not showing the? So I'm going to take it out of studio mode, put it back into studio mode. Why is that not showing the game? May just have to do it this way. Huh. But yeah, Will Wheaton was a fun one to see. Actually, I have an autograph from Edward James Olmos. That is one of my favorite autographs to have. Mostly for the story behind it. He was Captain Adama in Battlestar Galactica. He's been in a number of other things. But one of his more subtle roles was voicing Rudy the dog in a episode of Eureka, a holiday episode. So I grabbed a screenshot of Rudy talking to Andy, the android, in that episode. It was a claymation dog in that particular scene. So I had grabbed a screenshot of the claymation dog talking to the claymation android, put it in front of him. He actually kind of looked confused for a second. And then I said to him, "You voiced Rudy the dog in the last holiday episode of Eureka." His face just lit up. Nobody had ever put a picture of that in front of him to have him sign. So he lit at the top. He signed, "This is the first one of these I've ever done, Rudy," and then his name autographed at the bottom. So I mean, that just tickles me and just makes me so happy that everybody was bringing up Battlestar Galactica and pictures from other roles that he had done. And that was the first time anybody had ever brought that up to him. So, and I completely just skipped through all that dialogue there in the game, but that's still just one of my favorite moments. What? What do you mean, what am I talking about? Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you, Ember. I'm talking to anybody watching the video. Yeah. Talking about autographs and favorite celebrities that you would want to see or have seen at Comic-Cons and similar conventions and things. You woke up 5 minutes ago. Well, I woke up about 35 minutes ago, so I'm not that far ahead of you. But yeah, Will Wheaton's one of my favorites. I've got a giant wall-size poster of a picture that somebody did from the Guild of Will Wheaton and Felicia Day. It's a romance book cover style picture of the two of them. And I got like a big 18 by 20 poster of that I had both of them autograph. Succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. Peace have all been filled. Citizens are safe. Heard from the Radiant. Important proclamation will be made in the city square. But I have any idea what it's about? Nope. Your computer shocked you? Well, tell it not to show you those kinds of videos and it won't be so shocking. So Virtua is finally coming out from behind the curtain. Megaduta then. So we gotta go around town and let everybody know what's going on. My biggest want for Comic-Con would be Patrick Stewart, but I don't even know if he does convention. Honestly, he's so busy. Even after everything he's done, he's still out there working. But I want him because I have a copy of one of my books, which there's a link down below if you want to see them and buy a copy of your own. I have a copy of one of my books signed by the majority of the main cast from Star Trek: The Next Generation. The only one I'm missing is Patrick Stewart because he wasn't present at that year that everybody else was. Yes, people. I mean, it's a copy I'm keeping for myself, but the Next Generation cast, most of them, was there the year after I had published the first one, Dangerous Stars. And I have, in this one copy, I have. And I'm drawing complete blanks on names now. I have LaForge, I have Crusher, I have Deanna Troi, I have Riker, I have Worf, I have Q. But I'm missing Picard. So if I can find a convention Patrick Stewart is at, then I get his autograph to complete the collection in that book. I have a T-shirt signed by Chewbacca. Peter Mayhew, the original guy in the Chewbacca costume. He was there one year, and I found a T-shirt that has a picture of a Polaroid with Vader and a couple of stormtroopers on it, and then in the background is Chewbacca with one of those big old foam #1 fingers that says Rebels on it. And so I had Peter Mayhew sign that shirt for me. Yeah. Well, like I said, Patrick Stewart's busy because he's got Picard. He's got if he's in the new Doctor. Well, no, the new Doctor Strange is out, so he's not going to be filming on set right now.
I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make.
But yeah, he's still out there working just as hard as anybody else.
Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I
Of course, can't forget we got little Will right here.
And know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Excuse me, sorry.
Many thanks.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also how major and upfront was his role in the movie. Because that would if he was one of the major characters, or was it just like a 5-minute guest shot?
A dragon.
If it was a 5-minute guest shot, he probably wouldn't be doing as much of the press junkets as
Wow.
Bennifer Cumberbund is.
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
But he might still be going out and doing, and I think he still does
Tis
stage
as
performances
the
too.
Satrap's ally I am known.
So
Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
yeah, well, so yeah, it still might be a minor spot in the movie.
Let us hope they accept him.
See, I need to say I haven't watched any of Moon Knight yet. I might try to sneak some of that in tonight at work.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Yep.
Vashon! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really
See, Morbius is still in the theaters, isn't it? It hasn't hit Disney Plus yet.
Nay, child, while mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavne, our home.
Yeah.
Friends,
Because I think it just hit theaters last weekend.
from us, I too have lost my closest confidant.
I'll probably catch Morbius when it hits,
Loved
when it
this
does hit Disney
land
Plus.
and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet,
So,
I I cannot sit idly by and abandon Ratzat.
Jared Leto. Oh, that is Morbius.
A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, has she
See, as much as I know of Morbius, I can't think of
to this dragon,
who his
slumbering
like
in
big
his
big
dark
bad
lair,
villain foe
was
is
a
or would be,
mesmerizing sight,
other than Blade
and
or
one that brought no end
Dracula.
of joy to my heart. This calamity has stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Ratzatan will never be extinguished.
As long as there is life, there is hope.
I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Marusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome
I think
this ordeal
Morbius' story
and
is a
welcome
tougher
an era
one
of
to
peace.
sell. So it doesn't fit well into the classic Marvel timelines. But if Matt Pat is right with his film theory video,
To his ale's face.
that Marvel is setting up their Marvel Knights collection, with Morbius and Moon Knight, then I can see why it was the casting. Okay. What do these yahoos want?
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have.
Okay.
On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Ratzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you.
Well,
take me to
a
him
lot of
with all
stuff would have
possible
been
haste.
pandemic, issued.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
He's gonna offer to take him to the moon, isn't he?
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth,
By the bunny peoples.
my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
The moon ship.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial.
Well, because
construct
Morbius
of
was
ancient
also had a lot to do with Spider-Man that Sony has the rights for. So there was a lot to do with sorry, Red Moon Dalamud was revealed that it was an artificial construct of ancient log. Okay.
But what of the Silver Moon?
But Morbius was closely tied in with Spider-Man, especially in the comics. Not the comics, but some of the comics, but the cartoons. Sony has rights to Spider-Man, So I imagine there was probably some
This
negotiations back and
satellite
forth.
is yet another technological
Post-credit.
marvel
Okay, in a Marvel
fashioned and
movie, in a
maintained
modern
by
Marvel
ancient
movie,
allies.
when is a mid or
A
post-credit
ship
scene
that
not
will
important?
sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Charlian. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnir. I trust thou dost not extend this
Okay.
offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way?
This is the way.
Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends
It's all okay.
to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests.
So I'd say let individual people decide if they want to go on the moon or stay and fight.
Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide.
See that right there.
Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear.
See, Tom Holland's trilogy, I actually have not watched it all.
Soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase.
So I will have to watch those.
Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
I mean, I'm aware of most of the major plot points and storylines of the movies. I just have not watched them myself.
You're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, I believe you. I believe you.
An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained.
You know what? Not this upcoming Monday, but next Monday, I have the day off from work to recover from Comic-Con. So I may just lay in bed all day and binge Marvel movies.
Ah, do you still have that flower?
I'm going to mute myself here for a second.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it,
do it.
permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive.
It's Fan Daniel.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
So she's theorizing that the emotional energy side of Aether, Akasha, is what's powering the beasts that people transform into when all of their hope and joy is gone. They're just left with sadness and despair. Excellently, the Satrap. Brave Science, you have my gratitude for aiding my people, most trying of times. Matters here prevent me from meeting you all in person. Held in your honor. Ooh, feasting time! Going to introduce me to somebody special. So I'm going to miss most of the feast because I'm going to go meet somebody in particular. Ooh, excuse me. Out of tune. Yeah, I do have Carbuncle with me. I was pretty sure I had summoned Carbuncle earlier, I just wanted to make sure he was still with me. Oh, my sprint just wore off. That was a longer fall than I was expecting. But it got me where I needed to be. Am I attuned to this Aetherite yet? Yes, finally. Bees! Yep. Oh, I go to attune to the Aetherite, and then talk to the guy who tells me, hey, you can go attune to the Aetherite now if you want. Bees! You know what? Bees have knees! Okay, so we're in the Hall of the Radiant Host's headquarters. Run! I'm not a tiny potato, I'm a little chick. See, I got the beak, I got the feathers, and I got every, you know, all that fun stuff. I'm not a potato no more, I'm a little chick. Take Stargate over the bees. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to... Ah, you're the famous Tasselhoff Burfeet, and at the moment you step through the door, you look one who's walked through hell. I look like a bird! I'm not a chonkobo. I'm a chickabo. Champion of Eorzea, Scion of the Seventh Dawn, Warrior of Light, and all-around good egg, I'm sure. Yeah, what is this place? You've seen all sorts of foreign embassies and whatnot. Some delegates to oversee and trade diplomatic dealings, and the military matters to discuss. Got representatives from Doma. Ulda and Alamigo. Limsa Laminsa. Gridania. Ulda. Ishgard. Present on their respective homelands. So Ishgard being the connecting between everything else. Fight with our overseas counterparts. Wouldn't you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. Yep. Dealings for your own account. Indulge us before you indulge yourself. I did not see a representative from Ulda. Listen to which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed. You have given us much to consider. Concerning first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. Thankfully, information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. So as the reports reached the Grand Company of Eorzea, Far Eastern allies, leaders knew at once the final days were indeed upon us, taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. For the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty. Last sight is of little comfort. All throughout allied lands, there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. What little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Kalzal. In this case here, victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. Burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty. Transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. So everybody's transforming everywhere, regardless of where the sky burns. Excuse me. Here they've been called blasphemies. That works across everywhere. Oh, there's the Uldan and a delegate, although we didn't get introduced to her in the initial talk. Some of their own groups of elite soldiers put down these so-called blasphemies. His mind's at ease, yet. Let's your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. You mean start hopping all over the world? Well, against one may serve you poorly against another. Yep. I'm gonna have to start traveling all over the place, slaying blasphemies. It's like, notice when my head nodded, the beak flapped a little bit. Role quests for Endwalker, separate quest line. The story is now available for tank, melee, DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. Okay. So there was these role quests in Shadowbringers too. I know. I'll just follow the quest arrow. Okay. Because I have a hunch, I'm going to have these completed. At least one of these quest lines completed in order to move fully through the main story quests. Dread blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See, and to compound the people's horror, beast resembles a dragon. A dragon! A dragon! It's imperative they be vanquished without delay. We've begun assembling a hunting party. Being stringent in whom we choose for this duty. Yeah. Aha, I said duty. Stand unflinching in the face of our fellow quarry. Has to find an individual who fits that description better than yeah. You can count on me. Liquor takes the command. I'm probably speaking kind of fast to get through this side quest dialogue. You take yourself to the Ishgard, Aetheryte Plaza, okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this first. See, I need Foundation. Then we'll move through the main story quests. Actually, I could pull out my Chocobo minion. Plunk, tunk, tunk, plunk. There. There I am, next to my Chocobo. Is that? No. Is that who I need to speak to? So what quest level was that? So level 60 quest? Okay. Sending the Imperium. I think that's a dungeon side quest. So I'll have to find a level 60 job and run that one. How do you have you fighting? You know how good it is to have you fighting beside us. I'm going to echo that sentiment. Ah, our good friend. Welcome in, Emmerich. Blasphemy, your capable self in the fold. I no doubt we shall succeed. It was a handful of days after the first beasts appeared at Razatan. An Elysian man was observed at the Holopan in the pillars, walking with an unsteady gait. All of a sudden he buckled over as if in pain. Before anyone knew what was happening, he had transformed into a terrible draconic beast. So he became Mr. Beast? Is that what it is? The mere sight of this, many who chanced to be present also turned, and regrettably the temple knights were forced to put them down. The blasphemy itself, however, took wing and fled. Profane Fafnir, we have chosen to call it, after the dragon man of Ishgardian myth. Since that day, the beast has oft been sighted in the skies above Ishgard. It does not attack, only circles menacingly for a time ere disappearing again. He's circling there, menacingly! Alas, these brief visitations are enough to cause more people to turn, and for fear and panic to spread further. As part of our investigation, we have sought to identify the man who became the blasphemy, but thus far we have learned naught. Get Hildebrand on it! He's a master of investigation. Between those who subsequently turned, all were people of fervent faith, people such as priests and inquisitors. Ooh! People for whom the church fell apart. Many Ishgardians struggled to reconcile the revelations with their beliefs, and none more so than the pious. Such men and women, we posit, would be more susceptible to despair, and therefore the transformation. Yep. Have your religion is your life. Have that whole religion be called into question and fall apart. That's going to send your life into a quick downward spiral. He's a deacon at St. Renard's Cathedral. Okay. Clem. Was it Warframe? It's a character in the Warframe game called Clem. 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 I think as a bishop, this Clem's probably a lot more intelligent than the Clem from Warframe. He's a deacon, not a bishop. This one occurred. Let us know what you saw. Relocating vaults libraries to the cathedral. Finish delivering a batch of tomes. Run our way to bring another. Just a young man walking unsteadily. He came to an abrupt halt. Transformed. That's all we could do to run away. Run away! Run away! Uh-oh. Somebody from outside saying, praising him for not being transformed. Why do I think you have something to do with it? Bishop Bartineau. What? The Red Witch, what? Forgive me if I interrupt. I was informed our stalwart protectors were present. Thank you for your service. Pray we shall soon be free of this scourge. I have a feeling you set up this scourge. So... Head of St. Renald's, a member of the Synod. See the Archbishop vacant. He is, in effect, highest authority in the Ishgarding. He's highest authority in the church. What's your request? Okay, you want me to go find these guys other guys that ran away? Garagna Mills, the Western Highlands, I believe he said. That's central. I want to go to the Sky Steel Manufactory. Well, I make you laugh and you damn it me. I mean, I deserve it anyway, but you know, just making sure I'm truly understanding what I did to deserve the damning, so I can be sure and do it again often and repeatedly. Yeah, five or more levels above the fate there. Yeah, I'm level 89 versus level 50. If I didn't level sync, which you have to do the fate anyway, I'd clear that thing in a matter of a couple of minutes. You? Yep, me. Yep, we found them. Here they are. Yep, we'll protect you. Come back, see the big boss. Servants of the Fury will never be safe in the city, don't you see? Somebody's about to transform. This is your fault. You and your cursed revolution. People disdain us, mock us behind our backs, and spit in our face. They're all gonna transform here in a second, aren't they? Now someone is conspiring to transform us into monstrosities. Enemies of the church, I'll wager, emboldened by your deeds. So no, I will not go back to Ishgard. I'd sooner freeze to death than suffer your pity. What? Told you. I am a good man. I do not... She cannot forsake me. Hallowed preserve! Where's he going? Where's he going? I'll go get him. My mount with the green big old booty. Look at that jiggly booty. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay. I got Tommy with me. Got Carbuncle with me. That wasn't hard at all. Hey, I picked these mounts at random, okay? I do mount roulette. I don't know. I never have any idea which mount's going to pop up next. If it's a chocobo, it's a chocobo. If it's a... if it's my big green booty friend, it's my big green booty friend. Deacon was able to convince the others to return to the city. I like the little wisps of mist coming off the ends of the eagle's, or the griffin's wingtips when he's gliding. There you go, just had to follow the beacon fire. Wit. What. Say that enough, you start to sound like a helicopter. What. Well, I would because you would. You whatted, I whatted, you whatted my what. So then I became a helicopter. What. Lest you wonder, we have a chance. We have taken clergyman, state renounce, rest to recover. Have I pickled your brain yet, Ember? Since the nation's founding and the Archbishop's machinations are made public knowledge, the church has been in turmoil. So, yep, people whose like I said, people whose whole lives were based on the faith of the Asgardian church, and then that whole church was found out to be wrong. Pickles. It's, yeah, anybody deeply in the church would, yeah. So a certain spot, there's just been a tough spot to get on my glasses here. Probably about time for new ones. But you can speak with them when I get inside of the individual plights. Okay. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put pause on this side quest chain. I'm going to grab the next quest from him. So we'll do this cutscene. Then I'm going to go back to Rodzat Han. We'll do as much main story quest as possible. Because we'll hit a blockade when we'll have to have this line completed. I'm sure. The computer's yelling at you to update. As long as it doesn't try to update to Windows 11, you should be fine. My laptop actually has an update to do, too. We two are victims. Yeah, church told the guy that ruined the church. The church is telling everybody that the person who ruined the church is a bad guy. Let us know what difficulties the church has had since the war's end. Faith has long been the foundation of our lives. Overnight, that foundation has been crippled by fractures. To learn we had been deceived, that we had been unwittingly deceived, and we had unwittingly deceived others in turn, was devastating. We have languished in darkness, all of us. But have faith that the church will redeem itself, that it will find a new path and again become a beacon of hope for the people. Thank you for sharing this with us. Your testimony has confirmed our suspicions. According to our allies, that which causes people to turn is none other than their despair and anguish. If it wasn't before, it is now abundantly clear why members of the clergy are among the transformed. That you did not, I believe, is due to your unwavering faith in the Church. In light of this, we would ask for your continued cooperation. Well, Ember, would you rather I go back to main story quest stuff, or would you rather I complete this side quest line? And the only reason I'm asking Ember that, instead of just general comments down below for that, is because Ember's the one live, and I'm doing this live. So, if anybody else is in chat and wants to pipe up, say hey. Let me know. Computer update complete. Okay. Butter. Parquet. But you didn't answer my question. Should I continue with this side quest line, or go back to the main story quest? Level 70 Summoner. Oh, it just disappeared, it did. Got changed into the adult version of something. Okay. Okay, so main story quest. Was... Changing to the adult version of what? I don't want to be the adult version of anything. Well, depends on your definition of adult version. If you know, there's the adult version that would probably get me booted off of YouTube real quick, or there's the adult version that's just behaving in a mature fashion. One I wouldn't mind doing, but I can't really do. The other, I don't want to do. I don't want to be grown up, and you can't make me. As the saying goes, getting older is mandatory, growing up is optional. No. Food and drinks tonight are... Oh, cool. Food and drinks are on the house. Piping hot mug of chai. Yes. It's a little chilly here today, so... Sitting just back in the corner here, leaning against the wall. Oh, Alphino, what are you doing sitting over there? Come sit over here with the rest of us. You can fit another chair at this table for you, Alphino.
Is now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
And the dark brooding dude in the corner against the wall. Yep, that's the one to deliver that last line.
Here's your order, friend.
I wonder if that glass would look different if I had ordered the spirits or the water.
May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days.
Well, no, I think Zodiac forestalled the final days.
We have heard naught from her since the tower.
Then Hydaelyn bound him.
Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Aww. Ellipse. Or Elpis. You would do well to remember that name.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Go back to Charlian, check their records.
But quite literally, it's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
What are you thinking, Graha?
Elidibus. I sealed him in the White Aurosite of the Crystal Tower back on the 1st. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go touch base with my friends in the first.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Meteion and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Here we go. Now this is where the Scions excel.
I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to Harrius time and time again.
This is where the Scions excel. Give them missions, give them a task to do.
But when they do, remember
you know,
this.
even if it's an impossible task, they'll go out and they'll do it.
Friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
Oi!
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
That's never an ominous phrase at all, huh? Nothing dark or horrible ever follows the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. Level 86. Ooh, what do I get? A weapon. Item level 539 weapon. Currently wearing a 536. So it would be a nice improvement. Upgrade the tower systems in the umbilicus. When the smallest fragment of Elidibus' essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lina for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the center gate. Tell them I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm happy, hardships and all. Ah, good to know that he's happy, despite things being tough. But now I gotta go to the Crystarium. Okay, I'm gonna teleport there, and then actually I'm going to step away for just a minute and grab myself something to drink. I will be right back. Not quite a full bio break, just a resupply. Oh, she's outside. What? Okay, if you needed a bio break, that's fine too. I like this mount, the bombs, and then you're riding a chair that looks like a kobold mask. Oh yeah, going to the bathroom is very natural. Just going to the bathroom on somebody else without their consent, that gets a little weird and creepy. As well as can be. You're very welcome for taking care of him. I know you got a crush on him. Again, the lower beak waggling when I nod. Good enough. I mean, they're not going to replace the lowered. So that just leads to infighting who deserves it, who should have it, you know, that kind of stuff. Excuse me. But sure, the youths are planning bigger and bigger parties. Yep. We're in the Cabinet of Curiosity. Okay. So out. Unicorn. The Cabinet of Curiosity. Okay, don't have any duty finder. countdown's waiting, so good of them to warn you that and let you know that at first, though. Nice little lemon trees sitting there in the middle of nowhere. Very purple tree. Ah! Backlog! Planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the flood to the Knight's return. So you want me to help you with this tome you're going to write about what happened? What? Valuable insights into travel beyond the rift. Knowledge what way to test. Yep. That was an excited thumbs up there. Who offered you the greatest struggle? Hades, who bore the burden of his people. Okay, yeah, gotta go get stuff from Yulmore. Yeah. So just a couple of friends from the Shadowbringers expansion stories. Back past the water wheel to the very purple tree. Little lemon trees. Have somebody else? Is that the Warrior of Darkness? 'Tis I. Hi, kids! Some medicine you made yourself? Ooh. Best not, you'd only give him a stomach ache. Gotta finally agree to teach us how to fight. First, we need to choose a fighting style. I know that I want to be a mage, Arkle isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about a lot of things. He isn't here? Aww. Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? Axe, sword, or bow? He's kind of got the top leathers of an archer. He could build up the muscles for that sword or the axe easily enough, but I'm going to go ahead and go bow. Check out the bow, you could be just like the Warrior of Light. Love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style. Maybe try something else later on. Want to get really strong? I hope to have a bout with you. Yep. I mean, it's what I've done. Start one thing, switch to another anytime. Does he spare a thought for me? Of course not. Waited and waited and waited, but he wouldn't so much as acknowledge the presence of his beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Faithful, Faol, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. Yep. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. That actually sounds like fun. Somebody find me a rainbow I can slide down. Yep, Feoul! Our favorite fairy also happens to be the queen of the fairies, king of the fairies, current ruler of the fairies. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so do we follow. Such is our way. Most I can do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. No. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. I'll take the struggle. Wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End. And here's who we were waiting for the whole time. My apologies for the delay. It's so wonderful to see you again. Doubtless have much catching up to do, so I'll leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus. You may enter at your leisure. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Not yet, really, per se, but the Oracle of Light. But I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection with something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window. To my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. What are you not telling me? The sky is ablaze on the source. I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. Can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now. Even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. Now we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. Now, what is? We'll speak with Lana, decide how we might be best prepared for the final days. See each other again on Sherman. Okay. Now, let me look at something here. 536 is the item level of the weapon I've got now. Adventure Place allows you to share character information on a profile of your own design. Other adventurers' place can be viewed by accessing. Okay. And portraits. Okay, so I can. Basically, I can tweak things. Let's see. What I say? 536. The new weapon. Is 539. And I grab those from my ninja. But my Reaper. The 533. No, I think I'm gonna keep it Summoner. Trying to decide because whatever job I have when I open this chest, this coffer, will the weapon will generate for that job. So vitality up a little bit, intelligence up a little bit. Well, I'm gonna stay at Chocobo to run around and do this, but I was thinking, okay, would it be a bigger improvement to use that coffer for my? Is that what I wanted to do? Use the coffer for my Reaper. But I'll go ahead and I'll keep it. Well, because I can actually with this armor plate, I can make any of my jobs look. I can go around as a ninja chicken if I wanted to, or ninja chocobo. I just haven't armor plated the other jobs, so. Or glamour plate, not armor plate. I haven't glamour plated the other jobs.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
So you're trying to figure out why the other, why the game capture isn't capturing the game.
Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
Hello, Elidibus.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You.
Yep, me.
Why have you awakened me?
Because I felt like upsetting you for a while.
I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
You're a digital ghost and Zodiac's dead.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star.
Yep. I wiped them all out.
The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear.
And I'll bear them better than you did.
If this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thank you.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes. A conclusion drawn by him. Fandaniel.
Such a wild character, too.
Here and now, but as I knew him. Long, long ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation.
So Fandaniel wasn't a big fan of himself.
Elpis. Yes. The name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Ooh.
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there.
Okay.
And before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Hermes, okay.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Uh-oh.
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
But if Emmett Selk brought back that whole city of the ancients,
my memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have
then maybe Elpis is reconstructed somewhere too.
You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
Time travel.
In glimpsing the XIV memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower.
Time travel.
Which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy.
Why does it have to be time travel?
As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
Why,
given the eons that must be traversed,
does it have to be time travel?
Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
it's a cheap out,
Yet
if
even
you ask
should
me.
you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change.
Time travel is, hey, let's not try to bother to fix the problems as they are now. Let's go back in time and but keep the problems from ever happening, which then leads to other problems appearing and other difficulties. It's I like the idea and concept of traveling in time, but as a story element to me, it's always felt like a cheap out.
For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
Now, for movies and franchises that are the time travel is their core, Back to the Future, H.G. Wells' Time Machine, stuff like that, time travel is fine because that is the core of the idea. But for other franchises that throw a time travel story in just because they can or they want to,
the river of time.
Yeah,
Let this be my final
sticks in my craw.
You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority.
I'll tell you, any sci-fi book I write, I will not throw time travel in.
First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream.
Aww.
Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back.
But back is where we're going. How can I not look back if I'm going back? Huh?
Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Ooh. Going back in time. Only a few thousand years. Nothing major. Oh, there's an aetheryte right there. Oh, I look nice and spoopy. I'm a ghost. I'm tiny. I'm a tiny ghost. Of course, he warned me I can't do anything to change the future. Aetheryte-like device. Fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Oh, dang it! So dutifully by the Aetheryte-like device. Guide for this facility in all likelihood. Attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. Because your form is intangible. Facility is called Crapalion. Attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing. Nothing, and neither does she. Okay. If we can pass, well, I don't know if I can pass right through solids, but, yep. I can pass right through people, but not solid objects. Okay. Because if I can pass right through solid objects, how is it I'm not passing through the floor? Mere Lamentorium that created Amarat, yep. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. Oh, he's already looking in my general direction. I can't run here? Expect this door leads outside, but how to open it?
And here we are, Elpis.
Aha!
Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Who do we have here?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
But the guide right there greeting us still has his mask on. Is that who I think it is? Very purple eyes there. Very golden eyes. Looked right at me.
Satisfied?
Thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
See, I don't need to open the door. I just wait for them to come and open the door, and I'll walk right through with them.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
You know exactly what he's talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image.
I don't think I'm a spitting image of any of the ancients.
So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I'm doing you a favor, so do me a favor. Give it a little ether.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
No. Snaps don't make things better. Snaps only make things worse. When a really, really big person snaps, half the universe is killed.
You may open your eyes.
I'm solid. I'm still tiny, but I'm solid. Well, relatively.
Still a touch small, don't you think?
The size befits its proportions. Besides, bigger is not necessarily better.
Yeah, I agree.
I will defer to your experience.
Do you know a better snap that wiped out half the universe, Ember?
Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Yep, I knew that. Yep, that was Emmett.
And how might we address you, my new friend?
Tesselhoof Burfeet.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say?
Yes.
Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I seek a man named Hermes. Hermes Conrad. Bureaucrat rank...
Well now.
33, or something like that.
Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Group chat has been so... Yeah. Well, April's been a busy month
Right
for
you are.
everybody.
My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
Yes. Bring me
If you
along.
harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Ew. I just got a glimpse at Thorin's allergies. Well, mention it in the group chat too. I just saw
Welcome, my
Thorin's
friends,
allergies
to the
gif.
testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
This, the world unsundered Elpis. This looks a lot like Cloudtop. Oh, doggy friend.
This presence.
Yeah, stream. Oh, stream did see that because I have this on browser, don't I? Oops. I have the wrong scene up because it wouldn't capture the game.
Visitors! We have visitors!
Axolotls! I forgot which scene I'm displaying right now.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Must all undergo evaluation of the Bureau of the Architect. It means certain arcane entities may be sent here for in-depth observation and study. Yep. Now, can I run? I can tell, but I can't teleport back in here. Can I? Can I attune to this now? No, I think I can go back and forth through the ocular. Okay. Ooh, I get a gift. Main observation hubs. Let them seek out them out there first. The way he scripts sometimes, you think he wasn't an eye-bottomless font of magic. So you gotta find me a robe to wear. Oh! There are enemies here to fight, there are aether currents here. I could fly here! Etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Pedalodai. 2 different kinds of the 3 species, okay? Oops. Did not mean to take it out. Got a little hurt happy there. Now this one I can hurt to my heart's content. Slam it and squish it. And slam it and oh, I can't squish it. I'll squish this one. Squish. Slam it and squish it. Ah. Back over here, so you're in the slipstream. Thank you. Oops. Okay. Got your little flutterby is captured. Next few Saturdays, okay. And I want to further finish upgrading our solar arrays. So we've got 5 of the tier 3 ones, so I need 3 more. Nothing fancy as far as robes. And won't someone be angry for using those creatures? Let's make more, pedalodai. They need only a tiny amount of ether. Well and good to disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. I should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Miss Elk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. Okay. The question is, whose? Ah, of course, Azam's. If you say you belong to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence? For lack of his presence? Absolutely. Were he here, he'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. Okay. Yep. Someone at the palace should be able to direct us to Hermes. 340 yalms to the west. Actually, you know what? I don't want to have to fight in the robes. And 28 yalms southwest. Five yalms to the south. There it is. There we go. Yep, standard 5 quests, 10 searchables. Further west. It's taking us nowhere near where we need to be for the quest, but I just hop down. I can just hop down there. Yep. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Call from work. I basically didn't fully put in for promotion, but said, hey, here's an opening I've heard about. So, so if it is indeed a promotion, I'd like it. And I said, for somebody coming new into this type of position, maybe not you, but we're definitely keeping you in mind if we get others. I guess there's others on the way. They just can't say anything because they're not set in stone yet. So there's probably other properties that the company is going to be managing, or other people that are, moving from one position to another. So promotion opportunities are coming, they're just not there yet. So she can't say anything definite yet, but she'll let me know. Okay, I'm not going to go further. Well, no, you know what? There's an 8th right there. So if I do decide to leave this region, I can at least teleport back to here. Northwest. So you had to take the phone call about potential work stuff. West, 40 ohms, there it is. Of course, none of that's going to change in the next week or two. But if I get the position I want, northeast, hey, that's the direction I wanted to go anyway. I wouldn't be able to do morning streams anymore. No, it wouldn't change anything Minecraft-wise. I'd still have weekends off. What would shift would be these weekday streams. Would transition from morning to evening. So... no, well, I'm not going to pull up the Discord at the moment, because I've remembered that I'm on browser, no, I'm on screen view, and my Discord and this game are on the same monitor. So if I pull up Discord. There was one that was closer. Back here was just... Oh, no. Let's see. Here. Okay, wait. MC-wise... Okay. MC-wise, no. Nothing's going to change MC-wise. Probably up there, that's what... Okay. Okay. I'm looking at the chat. Oh, you know what? Actually, hang on a second. Let me... Let's see. Scolded you for not to do no advancements when only 3 people were on. And you've only been able to talk to me. Then an LOL, then a what, and then MCYs though? So, and then hashtag English does not exist 2022. And then you asking me if I had responded. So I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to respond to. We might just gather resources and we're not going to do any advancements tomorrow. Okay, I'm not sure what all we'll do, but no advancements. Might just do some quality of life things. Might do some decor things. Might do some of the side mod advancements that won't be main advancements. You're asking me a question I myself can't answer. Now again, we were asked to take our masks off, but here's people walking around with their masks still on. Okay, yeah, see, I mean, yeah, we could find Hermes instantly, but by looking the old-fashioned way, we'll also get an idea of the area. Short, dark hair. Short, dark hair, probably by the pools. Well, I mean, the pokes in the Discord are fine. But also say, you know, in the Discord group, say, hey, is there a plan? I'm not going to be able to make it. You know, for the next couple of weeks. What's everybody planning on doing? Put my robe on. I found Hermes. Playing with the axolotls.
Ah, you are...
Oh. Different. You're different too.
Yep.
You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Oh, nice. She's telepathic.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
Ah, I see you found him.
Yep, we found Hermes.
It's Ladeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
Bird Girl there seems to like me. Wonder if having that chocobo hat helps.
Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteion. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing.
It must be interesting to be able to create a sentient living being.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait in the main building yonder.
Axolotls!
I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Nemestoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Meteion created a sky-swimming fish.
Sky-swimming
too
fish.
Can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however.
Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
Just look at how cute they are.
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Okay. Let's go help an axolotl out of a tree. You know what, though? We've got that right there. I'm going back to Ul'dah. I want to set a glamour. I want to glamour the ancient gear. Gee, I wonder if there's an egg-related event going on right now. Okay. I'm going into the barracks just because it's the closest. Oh, actually, I had my squad out on a mission too. I need to character. Head, body, hands. Sophist's robe. Okay. Okay, I realized why it wasn't showing up. Because I've got it registered to a armor set. There we go. Let's see, because it's a body, pants, and boots. Padilla. Sophists. Epidema. Now, actually, I need to edit glamour plates. There we go. Then I can just... Oh wait, cancel. Save. Okay. You gotta assemble a party of NP... Oops. Just a moment. Here, I can assemble a party of NPCs to do instanced dungeons. Not that I would, because with NPCs, if I die, instant loss. With player characters, if I die, somebody could raise me. Okay. So now I still look like I fit in. I've actually got the protection of decent armor. Where'd you go, little guy? Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. Wait. These are Hermes and Meteion. He's upside down in that tree. Hermes. Creature known in this age as an abystoma. Though it has been safely extracted from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite the predicament. The abystoma. Hermes saw it up high up in the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. Do you need a hand? He's upside down in a tree. No, I'm fine. I feel a little embarrassed. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Ugh. You alright? Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Meteion. Both you and, Hi. Tasselhoff Burfeet, you are called. An intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. Axolotl. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I had forgotten all about its fellows. Oh. Truly, what a relief. I must thank Emet and Hephaestus when I return to them. But first, with the distractions out of the way, as Chief Overseer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Get new chest gear. Mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to Agnorisis. Meant to mount up, but I'll run. That's fine. Yeah, plucked that bird. Apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the Abistomas are safe and well. I will presently send them back to their space if you would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well, take care not to let the creature slip away again. Actually, I think I'm going to go 181 yalms to the north. Northwest 92 yalms. There it is. Aether Current, as opposed to Aether Past or Aether Future. It's the Aether Current. 413 yalms to the west. What I found now? 4. $229 yalms to the west. Get closer. Just go up these stairs. Is that another aetherite? No. 81 yalms to the west is an aether current. "44 yalms to the northwest." It's up there somehow. It's way up there. And I have no idea how to get way up there. So we'll worry about that aether current another time. Hello, Emmett. We killed you later.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
I'm from the future. Future Elidibus sent me after your soul gets split 14 pieces.
What? Will I have to remove you by force?
There are reasons I cannot speak freely. Because I'm from the future.
Let's hear them then. These reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I don't know that I want your assistance, Emetzelk. I've had your assistance.
To his attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe he can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
Somebody to keep his control in front of, so you don't get pissed off at him itself and punch him. Because I know I've wanted to numerous times.
Do you hear?
You're one to talk.
So, it's finally happened then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation.
So do you want the job or not?
I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
What did I do now? I didn't do nothing. Just watching a conversation.
It's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
So he's upset because Fandaniel's gonna die.
Of his own volition, yes. Like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness.
If only we people had on Earth realized this and behaved like this, instead of just a fictional world of Atheris.
To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise.
I like that lighthouse on the right-hand side.
To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return, yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
So he helped come up with and release many new creatures.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all.
Aww.
Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteion outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Again, the bottom beak flapping. So I'm the only person I know that can bop a headset mic. Nowhere hand, move my hand around here. No mic to interrupt. The one right next to my face. I can somehow manage to bop that one. And not smack myself in the process. Yes, Meteion, let's go for a walk. We kind of want to check out this house for a minute first. Okay, that's all you're gonna let me see the house. Others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am, how he made me. So you're very empathetic. Fine now. So why did you come here? I'm gonna talk to Hermes. Take turns. I'll tell you something, you tell me something. Okay? Sounds like fun. It will be, it will be. And where to start? Ah, yes. Let's talk to Memnon. He should be near the Aetherite. I'm good at explaining, but Memnon is, so I'll have him explain instead. Okay, escort. Discuss the Aetherite. Anyone can use it to teleport anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere. Not to the ground or other isles. For that you need teleporters. Oh, and permission. Then what have we here? Though you look like a person, you could easily pass for a toy. I assume you're familiar like Meteion. Is there something you need? Teach him about Elpis. Be glad to introduce our fair facility to it. As you know, it is mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study, in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitats might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, were created with the hope of making the star a better place. So heed your masters and be good, do you hear? We will, thanks for the lesson. Memnon. You had a turn, now I get a turn. What do I gotta tell her? Where did you come from? Place far away from a place facing a great threat, or from the I'm not gonna say from the Crystarium. Place facing a great threat. I had no idea. This place is important to you, I can feel it. Oh, my power, I haven't told you about it. A creation, let's find a creation. One not being watched, then I'll explain my power. Spriggans! Spriggans, what are Spriggans? So these things right here. Okay, Orial. If there's many, if there's just one, we say Oralus. Though they're cute, they can be naughty. Sometimes they run off with concept crystals, and Hermes has to run after them. Motionless Boyd. I hear Sprig and you think of Skyrim. That bird isn't motionless. I can see movement. We're seeing... perhaps it's new? Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. Oh yeah, real fun watching her stand there and think. I can't read it. Or maybe there's nothing to read? Wait, please wait. I'll try again. With you this time. We already got a demonstration of this earlier. Greetings, can you hear me? You're in my head, in my head. This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind. Rather, you are converting my emotions into words and intention, a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings, even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know I wish to be your friend. Aww, how sweet. Did you hear me? Yep. Friend. Good. Now it's my turn again. So what are you good at? I'm good at fighting. Great at playing. I'm not gonna make it weird. Hermes says let's play, but then he goes for a walk, or looks at creations. It's fun, but no different from work. It's not a cape, it's a robe. That is creepy. That look from that bird. I think we might be bothering it. Yeah, that bird looks very bothered. Tell me not to make it creepy and that bird looks at us like that. Let's keep going. We'll see Euthane next. She's usually in a small building on the west row. No, we gotta go this way. Oh, that's right, I can't, I was gonna mount up, but I think she'd fall behind if I did. Big Bird just wants a hug. An apple. Can you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Tasselhoof. Ooh, candied apple? Hermes is certainly partial to them. But you know you can't eat, Meteion. You weren't made to do so. But I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. Sorry, Tasselhoof, I wanted to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask about yours, but I failed. I'll tell her what I like anyway. Oh, that's what you like? Yes, yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. And it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Tasselhoof. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? Ah, she doesn't jump if I do. So even if that bird just wanted a hug, that was a creepy look to get a hug. I'd be counting my fingers and toes after that hug. Make sure they were all there. Fresh air is done good. This place about my power, about your favorite food. Not sure if that last one will be of any use. But I do appreciate you keeping Meteion company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation. Excuse me. Oh, that yawn came out of nowhere. So we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emet-Selch and Hethaladis will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. Compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet at Propalion. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy his presence brings Meteion, I can't imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Tasselhoff is kind, really, truly. He taught me as much as I taught him. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes? You're bound to learn lots and lots. So I think what I might do here real quick, I'll leave this for my Reaper. $86, yeah, my Reaper can wear this. I'll go from level 530 to 539 on the chest piece. Didn't change the look much at all, though. I don't think I have it glamour plated. So then we'll go back to Summoner and continue the quests. First we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Ambistoma. The unruly creature's about to... Ooh. So I set the gear up the way I did. Here's a new species of Petalota we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If we can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it unto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation. They can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. Cruising. Got the car. I'm in my mom's car. Vroom, vroom. Well, I'm old. Of course all my songs are going to be old. I can pull out the young person memes too. Of course, it might help if I could actually, you know, sing. Yes, lightning Numa, just as the report said. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, and it's in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. 44 is not that old, but I'm 45. In the course of its operation, it often sees an internal power shift towards a given element. Right now that element is lightning, which draws the Numa here to replenish their aether. It appears Meteion is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the Numa? Feed him, I'm gonna wipe him out. By using this lightning converger... Yep. You can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. So we're gonna zap the zappers here. Target missed. There we go. Do I need to hit the destination with it? I'm trying to hit these guys, and you need to hit the destination itself with the lightning. That doesn't confuse things at all. Sister Christian? Actually, that's not... That is about cruising, but that's not the one I was thinking of. Well, the actual lyric is cruising on a Sunday afternoon. But again, if I could actually sing properly, then that would have come across more easily. I mean, Sister Christian is a good song too. So he doesn't know if she's a living being or not yet. And so yeah, that's what my dad... The music I enjoy is actually music older than me, because it's what my dad listened to. I'm sorry, I was in the way. We still have plenty of work for them to observe. Okay. East to the Morning Dew. Need to speak with some observers there. Of course, walking around on these cobblestone roads and all the dirt and everything around here, how does he keep the bottom of his robe so clean? Yeah. The Morning Dew. Looks like he's got a smiley face on his belly.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects.
Well, you should see my Amazon playlist. But before DMC, A was such a major thing on Twitch. It's what I use for music for various background music for various games. See, I've got one of those too. Well, Hermes is the one who's going to become Fan Daniel. When Zodiac gets summoned. And there's our emotional flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace.
If I can find a way to share the Amazon playlist, I will.
A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Oh, trust me, I've seen those flowers in other hues. Okay.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Yeah.
It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification.
Well, no, because they mentioned it earlier, before we did the time travel, that the Hermes we were going to go see is the one who becomes Fan Daniel. So, I knew that already. I knew that just from right here.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
Ember.
That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear.
Or an
No
empath.
ordinary one at that, but the first
Or
possessed of
empathetic.
free will.
Bob Seger, he's got some good
Wait.
songs, yeah.
A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation.
Yeah. Old-time rock and roll, yep.
What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than Ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter, on account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the Ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
So we know it's there, we can tell it's there, but can't really do a whole lot with it.
Given the limitations you described, why create Meteion?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities.
So you want to be able...
Not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river...
So you want to take a energy based on emotion and enhance it and control it. Yeah.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay, I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern, and so I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Because there isn't a whole lot ether to her.
Yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me.
Mine's thin for a different reason. I have been updating my game list that I have the link to in Discord. So, well, I think if I haven't hit 750 yet, I'm close. No, I'm not going to insult Emmett Selk. I want to insult Emmett Selk, but I'm not going to insult Emmett Selk.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
The deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make.
See, I just updated it yesterday with the free games from Epic.
And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it.
Big dude looks tired.
I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Yeah, if there's any game on that list anybody wants me to see me play, you know, let me know. Ooh, punts. Getting new punts. I discovered there's an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. Personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given there are none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial, he'd be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is, I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? You should know why Emet was chosen. I should be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Unless you've forgotten, we're here to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. So Emet was a troublemaker as a kid. Charybdis isn't doing well. Uh-oh. $108 yalms southeast. Right there. I've found half of the ones to find. I'll say they got a heck of a gardener to shape some of these bushes and the pretty topiaries they've got. But given that they literally create them, probably shape the bushes that way when they made them. Yeah. Still charging. I understand there's a problem with one of the Charybdis. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charybdis is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. Specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin asserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. So its affinity to water is stronger than its one to wind. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. Well, what? You didn't go to such lengths. He's not all for, you don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme. As uncouth and unseemly as running around robeless. Shameful. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emet, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith, and run along. I trust you don't mind? Okay, what mischief do you have in mind here? Emet-Selch is out of sight? Good. Let's speak of the plan. Stroke of genius, really. We have Emet-Selch train the Charybdis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see aether currents. With his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Tasselhoof, I want you to go to Emet-Selch. Tell him you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. I have a favor to ask, okay? Piggy! Flying! Piggy, 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 piggy! Actually, with that tail clipping through my robe, it looks like occasionally I have a pig's tail. Big mean birdie. Now big mean dead birdie. Oh, that's right, I have to... Oh, no you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what Hephaestus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. Any phrase containing the words, please, Emet-Selch.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
What if I wanna?
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach her to fly.
So we're all gonna beg him.
Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Everybody begging you.
Please, Emet-Selch. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
That's a nice mount. I want that mount.
I will aid it once it is taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward. Well,
Grand Central Station around here with the phone calls.
Shall we?
I want that horse.
You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so.
So you're great at seeing it, you just can't do jack squat with it.
What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it?
You still alert others that can act to address
no
it.
such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them.
And yet we wiped him out.
Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents.
Who is it?
And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world, and when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Because I'm only a piece of his soul. From the future!
Well done, my pet. Well
Future!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Can I target him? I didn't know if I actually had to target him itself or if I could just do it from there. Oh, whew. Something's not settling right. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. Now I want to fly. And Tasselhoff and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying, more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies! Indeed, with this we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them, if that is what you want. If I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way, we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Yeah. Fix what's here, don't just trash it all and start all over again from scratch. Especially when dealing with living creatures, that's the better idea. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to the place now, for now. That's the we're being pulled on a chair attached to a bunch of bombs that are hitched to the butt. So, tell me that's not the... I mean, it's literally the bottoms of the bombs. So it's literally the bomb butts. I don't even want to think about the kind of explosive gases that would come out of a bomb's butt. Okay. Back to my Reaper. Open this up. Equip the new pants. I was looking for a visual difference in those. I'll go back to my chocobo gear here after I accept this quest. Dynamis seemed promising. So good fortune to find you here. The Lycaon. It's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby occupants, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry, or somehow provoked? I just fed them myself, and the occupants were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Lycaon that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt the Bureau will accept its concept to preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all at once, the paperwork is in order. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where's the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! Okay. If this is a part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Alrighty, and on that note, we will check out the Slaughterfest next week. Because I have to get ready for work and go do the whole real world stuff now. So thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button down there. If you want to get notified of more times when I go live or I post videos, hit clang, rang, smash that bell. I will be live tomorrow and Sunday on Twitch. Tomorrow is the Levitated mod pack that I'm doing with Ember when she doesn't have a ton of other things going on. Lord Thorn and Foxes. We'll be doing some of that tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time. Then Sunday, also at 2 o'clock Central Time, is World of Final Fantasy. Then Tuesday, here on Twitch, or here on YouTube, remember which platform I'm on now. Tuesday here on YouTube will be Subnautica Below Zero, Hardcore Mode. I'm going to go hunt down a couple more alien artifacts, and I think we have the stuff to make the docking module, so we can carry around the prawn suit that we're going to make. So we should get all that done this upcoming Tuesday. Until then, thanks for coming out and watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.